5 years of physiotherapy.
Wow.
It was such a tough step that actually I still do physiotherapy.
Wow.
From the effects. Being a workaholic is not that great because you're missing a lot of things in life.
Yeah.
And you sacrifice time that you can't get back, moments you can't get back. But that was the sacrifice I was willing to make. Oh yeah, I burnt out like 5 days ago. Yeah, and I was crying for an hour, but I'm over it. We're back to work. Let's go, you know? I'm human, obviously. Hota hai na. Nora Fatehi is a story.
Yeah.
She's a brand. And by the end of the story, it has to be that epic. It can't just be, oh, she did a few songs and that's it. That cannot be the story. Hi, I'm Nora Fatehi. You're watching me on ETimes.
Hi, my name is Jigar. Today you're with ETimes, and today we have the amazing Nora Fatehi.
Thank you.
Nora, can you do this now?
This?
Yeah, can you do this now? So
What?
that means you have bones, but where do your bones disappear when you dance?
Yes.
Where do they disappear?
They just take off for 5 minutes and they come back. No, obviously I have bones. I'm just very flexible.
Because I have my cousin's cousin has a daughter.
Okay.
And she danced to Saki Saki. She's 10 years old. She danced when the song released. She did that back flip
Right,
step.
the hook step, yeah.
I got a back pain when she did that step.
I know. It's a tough
So I don't know how many times you must have practiced it.
I mean, practiced it, shot it, constantly doing it on stage also for every event, for every stage performance. But yeah, oh my God. It was such a tough step that actually I still do physiotherapy.
Wow.
From the effects because it's a
Yeah, and
crazy
it's been
step.
6 years if I'm not wrong for the
Yeah,
song.
yeah. So five years.
Yeah, 5.5 years.
5 years of physiotherapy.
Wow.
God. Yeah, it's crazy, but it's one of my favorite steps. I think that step got people really like, whoa, what is she doing?
Yeah.
That is so crazy. So it motivated so many people to also push themselves physically, dance-wise, and
I'm sure you must have increased the business of physiotherapist by like 2-fold,
for sure,
3-fold.
for sure, 100%. With every song that I do, with every film that I do, I always have some sort of injury and some physiotherapist on standby.
Oh, really?
Yeah, of course.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. But now, you came from Canada. You have a Moroccan background. And it's been a very long struggle to become Nora Fatehi right now. How does this Nora Fatehi feel when she sees that Nora Fatehi who came so many years ago, who struggled, who was cheated of his money out by the agencies?
Oh yes, that
So
amongst many other things.
Many other
Yeah.
things. So how does this Nora Fatehi feel now versus then?
Oh, great. I feel so fulfilled. I feel so motivated. I feel that, okay, at that time I believed in myself. Irrespective of what was happening, I made it happen. Now I have some other goals and some big dreams of mine, and now I'm like, okay, if I was able to do it then, I'll definitely be able to do it now, no matter what's gonna come my way moving forward. So it just increased my self-belief, it increased my confidence, it also increased my faith in God, and it also made me more grateful.
As I see your career progressing, I also see there is this very determined move to become an actor now. Like even with your singing.
Literally going with the flow. I'm prepping myself. I'm always trying to grab whatever opportunity comes my way, and I don't keep all my eggs in one basket. I'm doing everything. So I look at myself as an all-rounder performer, entertainer, which includes dance, singing, acting, being a public figure, fashion, makeup, all these things, right? I'm trying to do good in every lane. So now with dancing, I'm always trying to uplift dance and what it stands for in the industry. I'm always trying to improve my dance ability. I'm always trying to learn new genres. I'm also always trying to introduce new styles and genres in the industry commercially. And with acting, I've always been trying to nab a role, audition, prove myself to a director and a producer with my auditions, and obviously marketing myself, ki please take me, I will work really hard and do this, etc., etc. It's all been a part of the journey, but from day one till now, with everything that I've been doing, I've always done some acting. You know,
Hmm.
like 2014, I had my first debut film,
Yeah.
Roar, Tigers of the Sundarban. I followed it up with a comedy film which Prakash Jha produced
Cooker.
with a bunch of great actors, you know, like Swanit Kirkari and Shilpa
Shukla.
Shukla, and so many great actors. That was a really cool experience. Then I went and did my birthday song with Sanjay Suri, another great actor, and I'm constantly doing some sort of acting, but it's not been commercially
Yeah.
recognized. Thankfully, after some, you know, a lot of really push and struggle, Dilbar happened,
Yes.
and then Dilbar created me into a star, into a commercially viable star. That allowed me to, again, get an opportunity to act in Batla House with John,
Yes.
and then Street Dancer with Varun. So things got more
Madgaon
commercial.
now.
Mudgao Express with these amazing boys, and then Crack, and now Be Happy
Be Happy
with
is gonna
Abhishek
come, yeah.
Bachchan sir, Matka with Varun Tej, which is a South film. So things are happening, but the thing is, you are comparing my journey with other people's journeys, which were faster.
Yeah.
Mine is just very slow. You know what I mean? So I always like tell people in the interviews, the analogy for my journey is staircases.
Yeah.
And some people it's elevator, and
True.
some people it's the escalator, right? For me, it's the staircase. It is what it is. And maybe that's great. Maybe that's more relatable to people. Maybe people will appreciate my story better. Maybe by the end of this whole journey, we can look back and respect it more.
They do respect you even now.
Yeah, for sure.
They
But
do,
but
they do.
one day it will be a different kind of
Yeah.
respect. You know,
Yeah.
when you see the whole painting. Right now,
Yeah.
the painting is not finished, right? So I just feel like my story is different. It's exciting. With this whole journey of going up these stairs, I learned so much.
Yeah.
I've gained new skills. I've learned a new language. I've learned a new culture. I've assimilated. I've learned how to be a public figure, which is not an easy thing. I use social media to my advantage. I've evolved as a human. I evolved as a personality, and I'm just learning so much in terms of filmmaking, production, making music videos, making my own content, becoming more of a businesswoman too while I'm an artist. So many things that are happening that I'm so grateful, touch with for the journey that I've had. On top of that, I think my journey, I'm grateful for my journey because I'm able to tell the story.
Yeah.
So when you have an interview with me, when you ask me certain questions, and when someone watches my interview, there's substance. There's something where when you look watching and you're hearing me, you take something home with you. You're learning. You're being motivated. You're being inspired. Never when I speak about my journey do I ever like complain or ask for sympathy. I actually I'm no filter. So when I say things, I say them so that people can at home who may be going through the same thing will be
there
like,
are so many of
yeah,
who
so
have been on a
many,
journey right
you
now,
know,
or could
yeah.
have been, yeah.
100%. So many people are more talented than me, who look better than me, so many things, and they're probably going through so much. And if it means that they can watch me and be like, wow, okay, I'm not going to give up in whatever they're doing.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be the industry. It could
Yeah,
be any
anywhere.
field.
Could be corporate life,
It
could be
could
sports,
be anything.
could be anywhere.
Yeah, I'm grateful for that ability to do that.
So, you know, as you said that you market yourself to producers, to directors, etc. Do you think it's after a point, because your songs are so successful, it becomes difficult for people to see beyond your dance and beyond the way
Oh
your
yeah,
looks?
for sure, of course. I think that I'm also like a little intimidating, so some people don't want to approach me only. I don't know why. A lot of people think also that वो खुश है अभी उसके डांस में उसकी फेम में बहुत खुश है. She doesn't want anything, and they don't approach me only, but they don't know that I'm a big dreamer. I'm so hungry. I want to do so many things,
Yeah.
you know. And it's only when they meet me and they hear me speak and they're like, oh, damn, you got a personality, you know.
Yeah.
I didn't know that about you. So, and people in the industry are living a fast life, you know. It's very hectic. People are just worried about, you know, their projects and box office and success, and it gets really stressful and hectic. So you kind of have to knock at the doors and be like, I'm here, you know, and that's what it is.
Okay. So as far as Nora Fatehi, the actor, is concerned, I think Remo D'Souza has really has been trying to get you as an actor on board, like with Street
With
Dancer.
Street Dancer, now
and
Be Happy.
Now with Be Happy. So if I'm sure you must have had some conversation with Remo sir about your acting. What was that conversation about? How did he tap?
I just said, sir, look, honestly, I mean, the film that we shot is not dance oriented. It's not like Street Dancer,
Yeah.
because Street Dancer was around dance and competition and stuff. This is about a story about a little girl. Dance is the backdrop. So I did tell sir, I said, sir, please, I'm an empty canvas, empty slate. I need to show performance. Something in the film has to bring my performance out, and he was very conscious about that. He kept it in his mind, and he pushed me in some of the scenes, and he was very excited about this specific film because it shows me in a different light, which is really nice. And I'm just so excited for everyone to see this. Abhishek sir really helped in a lot of the other scenes that I did too.
Wow.
So it was a very good experience.
So you're an actor, you also are a singer, you also are a director, also a producer. How are you wearing so many hats at the same time?
Well, this is all I do. I don't really have anything else in my life except work. I wake up, I'm working. I sleep, think about work. If I'm on the phone, I'm talking about work to somebody. If I'm on the social media, I'm prepping things with work-related stuff. And I'm a workaholic, I guess. Yeah, and this is what I've always wanted. This is what I've craved for, and I've left.
So much fame, so much work. Do you take a break or you don't take a
No, I
break?
don't take a break. Maybe like a 1 day, 2 day break. That's it. But I don't take breaks. Even when I'm taking that 1, 2 day break,
After you're working there also.
thinking about something for something,
But why do you not enjoy your fame? It's
I don't
it's
know.
hard-earned fame that you've got after like so much long struggle.
How does one enjoy their fame? Like, what are you supposed to do when?
Sit back, relax,
And
enjoy,
what?
let the work come to you rather than you going out and creating more
But that's the
opportunities.
thing. I would never.
They will come to you any which
No,
ways.
they don't. They come to certain people, but they don't come to people like me unless I show my work ethic, unless I'm persistent, unless I'm in people's faces, unless I constantly prove myself. Otherwise, you're easily replaceable, and everyone's easily replaceable. So if I don't be this aggressive, then someone will come and then take my place easily.
But is the industry that
I think
insecure
so.
place? In
Not
that sense?
insecure, it's just everyone's replaceable. Everyone is. There are so many great dancers, there's so many good lookers, there are so many great actors, there are so many people who have money too, who can finance their own projects. There's so much going on. And I don't know how long my time is, right? So this is my time, I have to milk it. I have so many things I want to do in my life too. I want to have kids in the future, I want to have a family. And at the same time, I want to take over the world. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
how will I do all this if I'm not like so focused the way that I am?
Do you not fear burnout?
Oh yeah, I burnt out like 5 days ago. Yeah, and I was crying for an hour, but I'm over it. We're back to
Wow.
work. Let's go, I'm human, obviously. Hota hai na. But at least I have this mental awareness and intelligence that I'm like, okay, I'm done. I've cried. I'm finished. Let's go. We got to take over the world.
Wow.
So, and my love for what I do and my obsession for wanting to go higher and higher and set so many goals and then achieve those goals, it's a high that I get.
Yeah.
So for example, I don't know, I don't do alcohol, I don't do drugs, I've never done any of that stuff, but maybe this is my addiction.
True.
Creating a goal and then like having this adrenaline rush, and then when it happens I'm like, yeah, what's the next one? Maybe that's what my addiction is. Who knows?
Wow.
But it is, I'm not saying it's an amazing thing to be like being a workaholic is not that great, because you're missing a lot of things in life.
Yeah.
And you sacrifice time that you can't get back, moments. Luckily, I've worked with everybody who's been so collaborative with me and have trusted my instinct and my vision too. So I've been lucky in that sense. But I do envision myself, like for example, I directed my own music video,
True.
Dirty Little Secret,
Yeah.
right? Which was one of my international tracks I sang with Zach Knight. And it was a really fun and stressful experience. I know I'm capable of it. It's just very hard and stressful to do so many things at one time. But I do imagine myself one day, maybe, who knows, directing a film.
Yeah.
I don't know. You never know, really. You never know. You never know.
So Dilbar is one of my favorite songs of Sushmita as well, and
yeah.
what you did with your
Thank
version
you.
of it. And I guess one of the biggest high for Dilbar for song for me was when she danced and she gave a compliment to you as to that in the video that she had made.
Oh yeah, that was
That
a high point for me
I was
too.
like, I was not expecting it, but
It
then
was a
whoever
high
saw it
point,
was
yeah, and I'm quite shy as a person in front of people like icons like her, people I respect. So I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened. It was amazing. It was amazing.
So my question to you is, how when you so which has been your biggest fan moment, in the sense people come up to you and said, I'm a big fan of yours. What is the first memory that you remember of that point?
I don't remember exactly because it's just been a blur. So much has happened. But there are moments that I get some fans that come to me who are so emotional. Like they're literally crying, and I get so overwhelmed. I don't know how to act, and I just become very motherly, you know,
Yeah.
like I'll just embrace them and hug them, and I get very emotional when I meet them too, because you know, I mean, you never understand what is it about you that has connected with these
Yeah.
people. There's always something, and I'm like, oh my God, you know, like this is crazy. It gets so overwhelming, and but after that, I'm like, these are the people I'm doing this for.
Yeah.
You know, these are people who love me, and I love them too, even though I don't know them. It's a bizarre circumstance to be in, but they give me my drive back. If there's any time, weak, small moments where you feel tired and your drive is a bit low or your fire is a bit low, these are the people who I meet who again ignite my fire, you know. And I'm like, I'm doing it for them, so I can't give up. I sometimes I'm like, my goals are so big, like they're just getting bigger and bigger. I need to just be happy with what I've done.
Yeah.
But then I see them and I'm like, no, I gotta do it. I gotta do it for
Wow.
them, you know. I have
Wow.
to prove myself for them, because we shouldn't give up, because Nora Fatehi is a story.
Yeah.
She's a brand, and by the end of the story, it has to be that epic. It can't just be, oh, she did a few songs and that's it. That cannot be the story. It's got to be bigger, crazier, and that's what I'm working towards.
Nora, that's all from my side. Thank you so much.